Have you ever sat in a room full of people screaming at a screen and felt absolutely nothing? Everyone around you is emotionally invested. Their mood changes because of a game. They celebrate strangers. They argue over teams. They remember scores from years ago, like personal memories. And meanwhile, you're just sitting there wondering, how do people care this much? Sometimes it even makes you feel disconnected, like maybe you're missing some emotional switch everyone else was born with. But here's the strange part. People who don't obsess over sports are often feeling something deeper that nobody notices, and it has nothing to do with intelligence, or being boring, or not fun. It usually starts much earlier than that. Maybe growing up, competition never felt exciting to you. Maybe belonging to a group never felt safe, or maybe your mind naturally became attached to things that felt more personal. Music, ideas, stories, people, inner worlds. Because psychologically, sports obsession is often about emotional tribalism. Humans love feeling part of something bigger than themselves. A team becomes identity, a shared emotional language, a socially acceptable way to release passion, aggression, hope, and heartbreak. But not everyone processes emotion outwardly. Some people turn inward instead. And those people often feel invisible in conversations like this. You notice it at family gatherings, friends yelling at the TV. Everyone's suddenly united by something you can't emotionally connect to. You try to fake interest. You nod along. You ask who's winning. But internally, you feel miles away. Pause for a second and think about that feeling. Not because you hate sports, but because you've spent your life pretending to care about things just to feel included. That's the part nobody talks about. For some people, sports create belonging. For others, silence became the safer place. And interestingly, many people who don't obsess over sports are highly emotionally sensitive in other areas. They feel deeply, just differently. They can spend hours analyzing a conversation, replaying emotional moments, thinking about human behavior, music lyrics, a movie scene that nobody else even remembers. Their emotional energy attaches to meaning, not competition. And sometimes society misunderstands that, especially for men, because there's this quiet expectation that passion should look loud, competitive, aggressive, public. But some people experience life internally. They observe more than they react. They connect more through understanding than through rivalry. And honestly, that can feel lonely sometimes. Because when everyone around you bonds through sports, you start wondering if something's wrong with you for not feeling the same excitement. But maybe the real difference is this. Some people escape themselves through sports. Others spend their whole lives trying to understand themselves. And that creates an entirely different emotional world. Think about the people who stay quiet during big matches. The ones scrolling on their phone while everyone screams at the TV. The ones who seem disconnected. You don't actually know what's happening inside them. They might be carrying thoughts too deep to distract with a scoreboard. They might crave connection, but not through collective noise. And maybe that's why this topic hits harder than it should, because it was never really about sports. It was about realizing that people experience belonging in completely different ways. Some feel alive in crowds, others feel alive when someone finally understands what they've never been able to explain.